So when a child is not able to make progression in terms of texture, it can be because of, like you said, sensory issues. It can be because of underlying oral motor issues. It can be because of severe reflux or GERD.
Mm.
But most often, again, it is lack of exposure in the first year or that early years when they start solids. So, see, all babies have this phasic bite reflux, say, at till about 10, 11 months. Phasic bite reflex is nothing but whenever you put anything in the mouth, they will just start chewing reflexively. Now, this is how
Right.
they learn how to chew. Now, once they are 10, 11 months, it slowly diminishes and then disappears. Okay. And say you are introducing textures or finger foods after 1 year. I've seen parents do that after one and a half,
Yeah.
2 years also. Now, here the child has to learn chewing voluntarily. This reflex is gone, right? And after 1 year, what happens is they're more aware of the surroundings,
Yeah.
they're more aware about likes and dislikes. So, acceptance becomes very, very less. So, this is the window for you, that is 6 to 10 months, to introduce all these textured food, right? And they will gag. They will gag, that will happen, but then they need to learn how to manage all this textured food in their mouth, right? Now you have to challenge their oral motor skills at every stage. Now say you're going to gym and you're working out with 1 kg weight and you're just doing it 1 kg weight, 1 kg weight, you won't progress. You need to challenge yourself. That is when you will reach 10. So similarly, food also is like that. Both, I tell parents, consider your mouth is a gym. You need to give that challenge. That is how they learn. They will gag, right? But they will learn. So,
Yeah.
yes, that window you should not miss. Otherwise, it gets difficult.
Yeah, and I think it's just that us parents, we just panic too quickly. So I tell my clients, look, okay, start with smooth puree, no problem, because for a lot of us, we need to get comfortable with
Yes.
the idea. But the main thing is, after a few weeks, once your baby is swallowing that well, doing that good, slowly increase it. It's okay, take your time, but you have to slowly challenge. If you give your child something and they're coughing throughout the meal, they're really struggling, okay, maybe they're not ready. But if in the beginning they're gagging a bit, but then they're okay, you have to keep to it. And we have to remember the gag reflex is in front of their mouth, right? That's what's
Yes.
protecting food from going to the back. It's preventing choking, and that is there from the 6 to 10 months. So we should take advantage of that at that point. So I tell parents, look, we shouldn't let our kids be behind just because of our fears. Instead, we
Mm-hmm.
should try and educate ourselves. If you're worried about choking, learn the difference between choking and gagging. Take a CPR course. But for our kids, they say that 6 to 9 month window is so
Mm-hmm.
important for their taste buds, for their gut, for all of that. So, yeah, I think in terms of moving for the texture, I think it's us as parents that we have to be okay with that challenge. And for all you parents out there who are nervous about that, just remember that milk is the primary source of nutrition in the first year. So don't worry about
Yes.
quantity, right? Focus on building the skills of eating. That is what is going to
Exactly.
take your child far, because we've all seen with kids, once they turn one, they run, they learn the word no. But if you set the
It,
foundation right, it'll be so
it's
much
the same
easier
with
to,
the,
yeah.
exactly, and it's the same with the varieties also. I see so many parents
Hmm.
till 9, 10 months they just give that ragi porridge, ragi porridge, ragi
Yep.
porridge every day. Now,
I know.
in the first year, I tell parents you have to just make a note, keep a note of maximum amount of different varieties you can give them. So
Yeah.
that also is very, very important. The flavors.
Yeah, yeah. So even for the clients I work with, we are starting with seasonings from the beginning. We don't follow
Mm-hmm.
the 3 day per food rule. You don't
Ah,
have
yeah.
to do all of that, So we do give variety. And if you're nervous about constipation, gassiness, okay, you can do 2 days per food. You can take it a
Mm-hmm.
bit slower, but don't do the dal rice. I know like khichdi is like that food that, okay, lunch,
For
it's going to be
months, yeah.
that. And I understand it is a superfood, it has everything our kids need, and it's a staple in the house, but we have to give that variety because they'll also get bored of it, we'll also get bored of eating the same thing every day.